Most of the time I was in San Mateo, California. I was born in San Francisco, and we kind of migrated down south over the years. I did a lot of hiking, liked to play football, baseball. I lived on the street with a lot of kids, so we could put together a baseball team or, play out in the street or down at the school. When I went to the Navy, I was about 19. Well, when I found out about that I was going to get drafted, I didn't like it at all. I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to get involved because I was totally different, I always been around home and growing up. We flew out of March Air Force Base up in Riverside, and we was a 23-hour flight to Da Nang, South Vietnam. It was a lot of time to think. Well, the first 3 nights I didn't sleep because there were rockets and motors going off all around. Not where I was at, but I could hear them. Well, I was a storekeeper, so I basically was assigned to keeping records for Naval Support Activity Da Nang. And I spent most of my days in the office environment. Craziest story I can remember. I was going out to China Beach to the exchange, and I was headed out to get on a bus. And there was a kid, young Vietnamese kid, that came up and slit this guy's pocket, stole his wallet, and took off running. And there was a ROK Marine, and he pulled his gun and shot him dead. But that's how the Korean Army dealt with people that stole from other people. So that was a big wake-up call. They called 2-section duty. So every other day I worked until 9 o'clock at night. The other days I was off at 5. And those days I would go to the club. They would have shows, movies, entertainment, We had a party one time at China Beach where we played baseball. And they had got a whole thing of beers in a big 55-gallon drum. And our commanding officer was running beers out to the guys in the field. So out in the outfield, say, "Hey, I could use another one out here," and he would run out. He had beer in one hand and a glove in the other. I mean, when I knew there, I was going to be there a year. I ended up being there a year, a month, and a day. And the scary part was, well, I wasn't quite there, but I was out at the Freedom Hill Air Base waiting to get on the plane, and they had some attacks around, so we got delayed. And my buddy sent me a picture about a week later, and a rocket had gone right through the office, right through my desk, where I would have been sitting if I wasn't waiting to get on the plane. That's probably my close call. I was so relieved to get back home. I suppose you call it was a shock period. I came back, I saved a bunch of money, so I just didn't do Didn't do anything for about 6 months. To my parents, they were asking me, well, what are you going to do? Are you going to go back to school, go to college, get a job? It's like, I don't know. I ended up finally going to the phone company and applied as an installer. And that was when my life really got back on track. It wasn't where I thought I was going, but it was good. It was a good choice.